town in South Louisiana is known as the Buggy capital.
Yeah, seeing a horse and buggy around Church Point was commonplace in the 1950s. Dave McNamara takes us for a buggy ride in the heart of Louisiana.
Tu as laissé manger tout? Open wide and say ah.
Hitching a horse and buggy was part of the childhood experience for Easton T-Boy Bourgeois.
And I remember coming to church here in Church Point, which we lived probably 5 to 7 miles away from here, in the buggies.
Buggies were common on the roads around the small Cajun town of Church Point. Well into the 1950s, it was a matter of economics.
Everybody was just poor folks around here. Not very many people had money.
You still find some old hitching posts in front of the town hall. And you find something else.
The townspeople have actually made an official buggy route with the State Transportation Department, meaning it is legal on the buggy route to actually drive a horse and buggy through town.
Harold Fonte runs the local museum, housed in La View Presbytere, a 130-year-old rectory for the Catholic Church.
The church was built out here in this rural area, and for years and years, people would drive their horses and buggies to church.
For more than 3 decades, Church Point hosted an annual buggy festival and parade. But interest faded after the death of Lloyd Latoulet, who owns several old buggies.
They would call him the Buggy Man whenever somebody would call and, "Are you the Buggy Man?" you know.
Maddie Latoulet still has several of her late husband's buggies.
Right here is a bugboard. It was their pickup truck.
He liked to live kind of like in the past and wanted our children to see what it was when he was growing up.
Feel a little breeze, the horse is fresh.
Kermit Laverne, who owns a cattle farm, has several buggies.
I always wanted a buggy. My grandparents had a buggy, and I just wanted one.
But he knows the days of the buggy are limited.
It's a dying art. There's no one else, no other generations that seem to have the love for horses and buggies like my generation is probably the last of them. Up now! Up now!
That seems sad. Maybe it's the special connection I have to this little town. I once had my picture in the local newspaper as Church Point's first baby of the year.
My mother tells me that when I was, 1.5 years old, that every Saturday evening we would hear the clip-clop of a horse and buggy coming down the street here in Church Point, and I would toddle over to the screen door and watch the horse and buggy go by. It was just fascinating for me as a child to see that. I mean, do you find that kids react that way?
Yes, and it's a very soothing sound.
Even on a hot August afternoon, there was something pleasant about the ride. You feel the breeze, you move at a slower pace, you feel a bit more connected to what's around you. With the heart of Louisiana, Dave McNamara, Fox 8 News.
And you can learn more about Church Point and its buggies at the Town Museum, La View Presbytere. For more information, log on to fox8live.com.